Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing the 3 different builds I use on Berserker for one shot. We're going to go into the Special Forces training area over here to test our damage on the Golem and show you these builds real quick. So the first variation is one that I like to use the most. We're using Strength, Tactics, and the Berserker trait line. On Strength, we'll be using Peak Performance just for the increased strike damage. You can use Restorative Strength if you want to get that extra bonus smite on your heal when you go for that second burst. I don't really care to use Brave Strike for this one as you're not really going to need it. On the Mage trait, I'm going to be using Great Fortitude for the extra Vitality and Ferocity. I mainly do this for the extra Vitality. If you run Forceful Greatsword, the extra power will actually allow you to do heavier damage. And then the last one, we're using Berserker's power. For our Tactics trait line, using Leg Specialist. Whenever you immobilize a target, you cripple them and you deal increased strike damage to foes with movement varying conditions. So whenever you cripple them or immobilize them, which also applies vulnerability on these 2 rifle skills, you're going to be dealing more damage. We're going to be running Warrior's Cunning to do increased damage to people with high health, and Barrier, which is very useful, and then Martial Cadence to get that quickness in. In the Berserker trait line, we're going to be using Smash Brawler. You can use Savage Instinct if you want here. I like to have Smash Brawler just so I have a chance to get in multiple burst skills. We're going to be using Blood Reaction as well for that extra ferocity. And then the last one, Bloody Roar, with increased strike damage while you're in Berserk mode. For my gear, using all Berserkers and Moon Scholar. On my rifle, I run Sigil Force, Sigil Bloodlust. On my Greatsword, same. Sometimes I do switch out for Sigil Cleansing on the item at Greatsword or my rifle just because it's hard to get the burst down if you have like blind or a lot of confusion or something on you. For my trinkets, I'm going to be running all Berserkers. For the utility skills, I'm going to run Blood Reckoning as a heal to have that extra adrenaline for the second burst. Signet of Might gives you the might and also makes your attacks unblockable. Signet of Fury for the 360 precision, 360 ferocity, and Signet of Rage for the might and also Fury. For this other utility slot, I like to use Battle State. You can switch it out if you want to use something else. You can, it's not 100% necessary. I like to have this ability just so I ensure that even if they try doing any type of CC on me, that I can still get that burst on them. You can use Doliac Stance, or you can use like Endure Pain or Berserker Stance if you're worried about blind. Sometimes when I'm fighting a thief, I will switch out for Berserker Stance, just so I know that I can land it even if I'm blinded. So just to test the basics first, how it's going to go is I'm going to get myself into combat by using Explosive Shell to put on that cripple, the immob, and also that vulnerability. I'll be casting Signet of Rage, and while that's casting, I'm going to precast Signet of Might and Signet of Fury. As soon as that happens, we'll go into Berserk mode and hit them with our F1. So get into combat, cast these, Berserk mode, and shot. Alright, so the damage on that, 24,245 damage. Not bad. For the second build, we're going to be running Arms instead of Strength, keeping Tactics. On Arms, we'll be running Signet Mastery to gain that ferocity on your Signets. Unsuspecting Foe or Summoning Burst, either one will work. And then Burst Precision. The main reason to run this one is to guarantee without a doubt that you'll have that Burst Precision, so 100% critical chance. That burst will be a critical hit, so you don't have to worry about that. Especially if you are in a situation where you're getting hit first, and they could possibly have Boom Crush something that would remove your Fury, so you'll have a 100% chance of critical hit. It also helps stack ferocity on the Signet. For this build, I will switch out my Balance Stance for Doliac Signet for that extra ferocity, but still having stability. Again, you can switch this out for whatever you want. I prefer to have that one. So we're going to go in, get into combat with our Explosive Shell, and then run through all of our Signets, and then hit them with our bursts. And hit him for 23,296. So still a good bit of damage, just slightly below what it would be with the Strength and Tactics trait line. Alright guys, and for the last build, you switch out for the Discipline trait line. I run Warrior Sprint, Destruction of Being Powered, and Axe Mastery. You can also run Burst Mastery if you want. This one is really for going up against somebody who has heavy boons on them. That Destruction of Power really helps against like Catalyst or Firebrand or whatever, if they're already in combat with their boons on them. Overall, it does a little less damage. Using the same burst, it hit for 22,517, so a little bit less, but that's on a golem that doesn't have any boons. So, if someone that has boons on them, it would do a little bit more damage. Alright guys, come to Orbit's World, see if you can find a live demonstration for this build. When I'm roaming around, I like to have Greatsword as an active weapon, just because if I do get into a situation where I'm either attacked without being noticed I'm going to be attacked, or I'm going into more of a active situation, it gives me a little bit more mobility and time before I actually have to cinch down into my one shot. Because after you do that one shot, your survivability goes way down. If you're going to a situation where they're not paying attention, you can start off with rifle, or if you're just not too concerned about it. So I've got this guy right here. I'm going to get myself into combat here. And see if I can take him out. There we go. I still got this guy over here. Probably going to die to him, honestly. Maybe not. There we go. Got them both. I'm going to try to get over here for my charges. And now I can go without really worrying about him. There we go.